Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss the norma frontalis. So in this view, what are the different bones which are visible in this? This is the frontal bone. Then comes the nasal bones. You can see here these are the nasal bones. Then this is the maxilla. These are the maxillae. Then these are the zygomatic bones. So which forms the cheek prominence. So these are the zygomatic bone. Now, when we study the skull from the front side or an anterior view, we study it under few headings. So, in the frontal region, first we will discuss it. The frontal portion is formed by the frontal bone, and in this frontal portion, you can see the two elevations. These are known as the superciliary arches, and the meeting point of these superciliary arches is known as the glabella. Little above it, that superciliary arches, these are the frontal tuber eminences. So these are the frontal eminences which are visible over here. So these are the frontal eminences which are just above the superciliary arches. Now this is the orbital margin. Now this orbital margin, the upper part of this orbital margin is formed by the frontal bone, you can see here. The lateral margin is formed by the frontal bone above and by the zygomatic bone below. This zygomatic bone and frontal bone, they are separated by the zygomatico-frontal suture that is visible near the lateral wall. And in the medial wall, this is the medial wall. The upper part of this medial wall is formed by the frontal bone, and below it is formed by a crest. This is known as the lacrimal crest of the maxilla. The inferior margin of this orbit is formed laterally by the zygomatic bone and medially by the this maxilla. Now coming to this portion, that is in this region, so these are the two nasal bones which are separated by the internasal suture, and these nasal bones are separated by the maxilla. So this is the maxilla. So this is known as the nasomaxillary suture, which separate the nasal bones from the frontal process of the maxilla. Now these two nasal bones, they form the upper margin of this nasal aperture. You can see, so the upper margin of the nasal aperture is formed by the lower end of these two nasal bones. Now coming to this maxilla portion. Now this maxilla has different processes. One process is going towards the frontal bone, which is known as the frontal process of the maxilla. One is going towards the zygomatic bone, which is known as the zygomatic process of the maxilla. And third is this alveolar process. Now this alveolar process is bearing the sockets for the different teeth. And the medial margin of this maxilla is contributing to the nasal notch. So this nasal notch is basically formed by the, that is maxillae on both the side. So this nasal aperture is completed above by the lower border of the nasal bone, and below and laterally it is completed by the maxilla. Now these two maxillae, they meet in the center. This is known as the intermaxillary suture. The upper end of this intermaxillary suture has a spine-like structure. This is known as the anterior nasal spine. You can see here, this is the anterior nasal spine. So this is all about the different bones which are just coming in the norma frontalis. Now what are the different sutures which are visible? On this side, you can see this is the frontal bone. Now this process of the frontal bone is known, as it is going towards the zygomatic bone, it is known as the zygomatic process of the frontal bone. And this process of the zygomatic bone, which is going toward the frontal bone, this is known as the frontal process of the zygomatic bone. And they are separated by zygomatico-frontal suture. Then this is known as the nasal process of the frontal bone. It is separated from the nasobone by the frontonasal suture. And the meeting point of this internasal suture and frontonasal suture, this is known as the nasion point. And this process which is going towards the maxilla, this is known as the maxillary process of the frontal bone. So it is separated from the frontal process of the maxilla by the frontomaxillary suture. So the processes, as they are approaching toward which bone, accordingly the name is given. So this is going towards the maxilla, this is the maxillary process of the frontal bone, and this is known as the frontal process of the maxilla, which is separated by this frontomaxillary suture. Now coming downward, these two maxillae, they are separated by intermaxillary suture. Now coming to this side, as the maxilla has a process going towards the zygomatic bone, so this is the process of the zygomatic bone towards the maxilla. This is known as the maxillary process of the zygomatic bone. Now, if we see the zygomatic bone, it has three processes. One is frontal process, another is maxillary process, third is temporal process. So these are the three processes of the zygomatic bone. And if we see the maxilla, it has frontal process, it has zygomatic process, it has alveolar process. So this is all about the norma frontalis. Now coming to the different foramina which are visible in the norma frontalis, this is the supraorbital notch. Through this supraorbital notch or foramen, the structure, which structure is passing, that is supraorbital nerve and vessels. Through the infraorbital foramen, the infraorbital nerve and vessels they pass. And this is the zygomaticofacial foramen. Through this, the nerve of the same name is coming, that is zygomaticofacial nerve. So these are the different bones, sutures, and the different foramina which are visible in norma frontalis. So this is very simple portion of the skull, because only few bones, they are just contributing to the norma frontalis, and the lower part of the norma frontalis is completed by the mandible. So mandible articulate here, which forms the lower jaw. So lower part of that is completed by the mandible. So this is all about norma frontalis. Thank you.